Conversation is human, it's a building block of humanity. Conversation spurs emotional, physiological, and intellectual development. How we can see more conversations happening in our work and home? Leave your phone in the room as you go out and meet people. You got to champion and model conversation. You got to engage with people by speaking. Make eye contact during conversation. Don't respond to text or emails. It will going to interrupt your conversation. There is a flight from conversation. People are not practicing or teaching strong conversation skills. Instead, they are being seduced by technology of frictionless conversations, which are easy conversations. Conversation as a human activity could be boring, awkward, and painful at times. These opportunities are for development and deepening of connections. These opportunities are for growth and deepening of connection. Solitude helps form sense of self. It builds empathy. It enables you to have intimate connections, intimate attachments, and develop long-form attention. So make time for activities that ground you in yourself. It is very important to spend time in solitude with yourself. Being solitary without an agenda is very, very important. Solitude creates space for self-reflection. Self-reflection is how you process your experiences and emotions, and how you learn independence and autonomy. These skills allow for healthy connection with others because you are now connected with yourself. Create time for silent reflection without technology. Aimlessly surfing social media shouldn't be confused for self-reflection. It's diverting your mind into 10 different directions. Remember, the goal is greater understanding and self-accepting over that everything will be right. Technology intrusion on family conversation, it hampers two important skills of children, which is listening and empathy. Technology can eliminate emotions from our conversations. Children between age of 5 years to 15 years are dying to share their stories. Are you listening? Because after the age of 15 years, they'll be clone. There'll be one of you in your family. How about creating device-free settings in your home? Kitchen, dining area, car, they need to be device-free. How about encouraging conversation? How about respecting the exchange of difficult emotions and not reacting? In romance and friendship, do you want to be authentic the way you are with your flaws and imperfections, or do you want to project and position yourself as Mr. Perfect? Think about it. We've become less productive and less efficient as technology has decentralized our work and education. Leaders must encourage collaboration. They must make physical spaces enticing where conversations thrive. Multitasking is a state of constant preoccupation. And now think about, if you're constantly preoccupied, can your best come out in one deep task? So use technology deliberately and only when it is the right tool for the job. Mentors must step in and teach young generation how to have conversation, how conversation can help us grow, how conversation can help us develop, how conversation can make us more empathetic towards others. Use technology consciously. Encourage students, children, colleagues, family members to have face-to-face conversation. While having face-to-face conversation, keep your judgment aside. Don't look for perfections. Don't look for efficiency. Choosing the company of machines because they are more manageable doesn't downgrade humanity and the humanity of future generations. Empathy and connection from robot will always be a performance. Even if robo is trying to project that robo can feel you, let me ask you, can robo really feel you? So do not seek performance in real thing. Think about conversation, have more conversation. Think about conversation, have more conversation, drive more conversation. Conversation is the human thing. Conversation is a human investment. Conversations are important primarily because of human investment. So now onwards, think about driving more conversation in your house, driving more conversations in your offices. You can create rules. In meeting, no one is allowed with their mobile phones or laptops so that you guys can have true conversations. There's a meeting going on and your colleagues are on their phone or they are on laptop and checking their email and they are projecting, they are working. Can this bring their best out?